This little nicotine pouch is not authorized for sale in Canada, but we bought it, no questions asked, and we caught it all on camera.
Hi, do you guys have any Zyn?
High dosages, banned flavors sold under the counter across Canada. Policy critics say those in charge are asleep at the wheel.
Clearly there needs to be more enforcement.
What's supposed to help smokers quit is instead being billed as a lifestyle, and that's attracting young people who are getting hooked.
My life revolved around it. All I wanted to do was come home to use them because that's how addictive they were.
Ashley Biswanger is a student at Queen's University in Kingston, Ontario. The fourth-year poli-sci major is enjoying her final few months of university. But just a short while ago,
I was completely demotivated. If I think about the last couple years, I didn't really do anything for years. I would just lay in my bed, and just because of the overwhelming amount of dopamine rush that I would get.
Ashley first started using nicotine pouches as a teenager to try and cut back on vaping.
It was the instant head rush, and it was just immediate, and I didn't have to do anything, and it was just really, really nice.
As her tolerance grew, she began craving more, a lot more, and worked her way up to a whopping 50-milligram pouch, using them up to 8 times a day.
I'd be in class thinking about them. I would be driving, thinking about them I wanted to go home to use them.
Experts say absorption varies between a pouch and a cigarette, but a 50-milligram pouch is extreme, well above the 4-milligram legal limit. And at 8 times a day, that put Ashley's need for nicotine in line with a heavy chain smoker at a very young age. Dr. Nicholas Chatty is a pediatrician who specializes in addiction.
So the younger a person is exposed to nicotine, the higher the risk of eventually developing dependence and addiction. Nicotine has some impacts on how the brain develops, and it may in the moment be pleasurable, but be tied to some longer-term mental health or physical health problems.
In 2023, the sale of tobacco-free nicotine pouches began in earnest under the watch of Health Canada as a tool to help people quit smoking. Only one brand was approved for sale, Zonic, and there was no age restriction, and there were an array of fruity flavors, all marketed as a lifestyle. Nicotine pouches are growing in popularity amongst youth. Unlike vaping or smoking, they are extremely discreet. Tucked between the gum and the lip, they are absorbed into the bloodstream, providing an instant head rush. In 2024, after red flags were raised, Health Canada tightened the rules to deter youth. You may have noticed the ads during the World Series with a somber tone and giant warnings. Now, only those over the age of 18 can buy them, and their sale is limited to pharmacies. The only authorized flavors are mint or menthol, and at a 4-milligram dosage.
We had a bit of a own goal when we first approved these pouches, where we approved them without any minimum legal age of sale, very little warnings, all sorts of flavors.
Professor David Hammond is a health policy expert at the University of Waterloo. His research shows the number of Canadian youth who've tried using a pouch has doubled.
The problem is that we've targeted them at kids. It's not something a 50-year-old smoker looks to use to help them to quit. It's something a 15-year-old grabs on their way to the parties. Most kids are using Zyn. This is a big international brand. It's the biggest brand in the US, and they're buying it from illegal sources. They're getting it online. They're getting it from some corner stores.
Coffee cups, love it. Despite the government's new rules, we wanted to test the waters of the illegal pouch market. Armed with hidden cameras, we hit the streets. Remember, they're only supposed to be sold at pharmacies.
Hi there. Do you guys have Zyn?
What kind of flavor?
And how much are they each?
$14.99 plus tax.
Okay, success. We were able to get 2 containers of Zyn in flavors that are not authorized in Canada. One of them is gummy bears, for gummy bear, and the other one is pina colada. The pina colada also is in a milligram that is quite high. It is 15 milligrams.
Okay.
Store after store in Toronto sold us multiple tins of unauthorized pouches.
Hey, do you have Zyns?
Yeah.
And the same thing happened across the country, in Halifax, Montreal, and Vancouver. While we don't know if the products are authentic, corner stores were blatantly breaking the rules. We reached out to Zin's parent company, who made clear to CBC News that their products are not authorized for sale in Canada and that they're working with law enforcement to stop illicit trade. And then there are online retailers, some based in Canada, selling all kinds of other brands shipped directly to people's homes. Free express post shipping, fully discreet packaging.
Oh, gummy bear, I haven't seen that. Do we have a problem with the illegal pouch market? We do. But clearly there needs to be more enforcement. The bottom line is that they need to do retailer checks. They need to be showing up to these stores and seeing who's selling them. Let's put it this way, if a 14-year-old kid can figure out where to buy them, then our enforcement officers can too. So it's a question of resources and it's a question of commitment.
For its part, Health Canada tells CBC News it has managed more than 300 compliance cases, conducting on-site visits and seizing products at various retailers since last August. Ashley Biswanger managed to quit cold turkey a few months ago. Now she warns others of the time she lost in a daze.
It is so not worth it, and it's really an expensive habit. And for someone like being like a prisoner, like that was a really good analogy, because being like a prisoner to these nicotine pouches is exactly how it is.